Horns blaring, cars lined up bumper to bumper, tempers raised. It was chaos at entry points into the National Assembly. For hours, security officials kept workers and journalists from entering the National Assembly. They gave no explanations for this on a day when all eyes was on the National Assembly for the inauguration of the 8th Assembly and election of principal officers. Sometime later, workers and lawmakers alike were given access into the National Assembly and the inauguration ceremony began.
Distinguished senators-elect should please indicate that their presence.
At exactly 10 a.m. inside the Senate chamber, the clerk of the National Assembly began the inauguration ceremony. But it became evident that some lawmakers from the ruling APC were absent. The APC lawmakers went for a meeting with the party's leadership. The proceedings, however, went on without them. It was then time for the anticipated election of a Senate president. A federal lawmaker made the first nomination and was seconded.
I rise to nominate Senator Dr. Bukola Saraki to take the chair of the Senate as President of the Senate. I so move.
And when the question was raised for another nomination, there was absolute silence.
Any further nominations? Any further nominations?
And just like that, Senator Bukola Saraki emerged unanimously as the Senate president.
In the absence of any further nominations, I declare the election closed. The senator-elect, Senator Bukola Saraki, is hereby known as the president-elect of the Senate 2015.
One down, one more to go. The election of a deputy Senate president began immediately. The nominations were put forward.
It is my honor and privilege to second the nomination of the distinguished Senator Ike Ekweremadu for the office of the Deputy President of the Senate.
With two candidates put forward, an election had to be conducted. And when the results were read, Senator Ike Ekweremadu was declared winner and immediately sworn in. The newly elected Senate president performed his first task. He then set an agenda for the Senate in his inaugural speech.
My dear distinguished colleagues, we're entering at a time when a lot is being expected of us. Nigerians expect the barest minimum out of our agenda, that the new Senate and National Assembly must make laws that will enable us renew our infrastructure, reform the oil sector, reform our security system, our judiciary process, diversify our economy, create jobs, and make doing business in Nigeria more competitive.
This is the first time in the history of the National Assembly where we have the Senate president from the ruling political party and a deputy Senate president from another political party. There are so many unanswered questions at this time. How will the Senate and deputy Senate presidents from two different political parties work together? What will be the reaction of the ruling All Progressive Congress about this development? And how will the other candidate and his supporters react to this? All these questions and issues would be made clearer in the coming days. From the National Assembly, Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.